All right. What's up? I'm gonna hop right in it. Make sure you go ahead and press that like button. This is your daily update and prediction. For AMC, GME, and SPY again. This is your daily update and prediction for AMC, GME, and SPY. So if you did not catch the live, I am going to start doing these live most likely. So again, if you did not catch it, go ahead and watch it later, because I know a couple of you have said you've been missing the videos that I haven't posted for the last 2 days. Guys, go ahead and put the bell notification on. That way you can make sure that you always do catch all of the updates. Now let's go ahead and hop right in here and show you guys what's going on. So that way, if you are watching the video later, you don't have to go through a bunch of things before you do see the video. Now, the first thing we're going to hop into is obviously SPY. We're going to be looking at SPY right here. So SPY did get a little bit of a push to the upside. Again, SPY did get a little bit of a push to the upside. We're seeing SPY get a little bit of recovery, but it is not that impressive. I want to go ahead and show you guys here SPY on TradingView, and I want to show you TradingView for a particular reason, because you guys can see that we did get rejected from this level, and this is a bear flag, guys. This is a bear flag. So anyone who is bearish on SPY right now, this is looking good. Anyone who is bullish on SPY right now, this is not looking good, okay? We have a pull right here, and then we have our bear flag. And if we were just go ahead and take our pull and then draw a trend line and then go ahead and take it to our possible breakout point, you could see we could see SPY coming all the way down to about $415. Again, I repeat, $415 is a possible breakout point for this bear flag on SPY, and even worse for SPY on the larger time frames. That line, this green line that you see right here, this is part of a macro bear flag, and this is being confirmed as resistance. And what did I tell you? If we did see this confirm as resistance, that we were going to see a major downside, and that is exactly what it looks like is going to happen. So guys, I would be very ready to see a lot more downside on SPY, as it is looking like it's going to make an overall head and shoulders as well once this bear flag breaks down. If you notice, you'll see a shoulder here, a head here, and this is now forming your second shoulder, bringing us all the way back down to these levels at, again, around 415, 408, around that range. So again, I think we're about to see a major move down for SPY, in my personal opinion. I think we're about to see a major move down for SPY, in my personal opinion. And just a quick announcement, guys, the Discord is updated. So we did update the GUI for the Discord, and it is a lot more easier to understand, a lot more user friendly. So if you are in the Discord, go ahead and check that out, because we do have a new layout for the Discord. Now, again, I do think we're going to see a major downtrend for SPY, and this is exactly what it looks like we are seeing, as this does seem like we are confirming downside as we do continue to confirm this ascending resistance as resistance. Now let's go ahead and go back to TradingView and show you guys what is going on the smaller time frame. So it doesn't look very good for SPY at all. Again, we're seeing multiple signs of bearishness. We're seeing the recoveries that it's getting. It's not getting a very good recovery at all. We're seeing sudden bounces to the upside, but it's not being very impressive. It's just showing a ton of weakness, and it is not looking good at all. Again, I cannot underestimate how bearish this looks. And guys, tomorrow we have a huge data set coming out, and this could be the potential reason why we do see this move down. Now, of course, I'm under the belief that I do believe that charts can predict a move well before the news does. And of course, the news is going to say, well, unemployment came out, and that's why we had a major bearish day in the market. But guys, I'm almost willing to bet that we see a major red day tomorrow in the market, because we do have the data sets coming out of unemployment and non-farm payrolls. So I do think unemployment is going to come out and have the markets tanking when this data set drops. This data set drops at 8:30. So if you do happen to see the market start to pull back in pre-market, you know what happened. And again, I'm expecting a pretty red day tomorrow. Now, again, if this data does come out good, you could see a push to the upside, but I'm under the assumption that we are going to see a move to the downside based off of the technicals and off of the news that we are seeing. I'm thinking that we're going to be seeing a move to the downside. We are not able to get above this yellow line. I told you guys in yesterday's stream and in today's stream during the market that this yellow line was critical. This yellow line was crucial, and this is what we need to be looking at to determine if we are going to see a pop to the upside or a push to the downside. And I did tell you if we were able to hold it as support, then you would see a nice move to the upside. But guys, this is not what we're seeing. We're seeing continued rejection after rejection after rejection, which means we are going to see a big move to the downside, and most likely that's going to be happening tomorrow, at the latest Friday, in my personal opinion. Guys, the crash is about to start. The real crash is about to start. You can also see that the Nasdaq is also in a bear flag as well. You can see that you have your pull right here. You can see that you have your bearish pennant right here. You can see that you have a gap fill to the downside on Nasdaq. Again, all signs that we're going to be seeing more downside on Nasdaq, and this is not looking good in my personal opinion. As far as the macro time frame is concerned, you can see bearishness on multiple time frames, guys. You can see bearishness on multiple time frames compared to the daily time frame. You guys can see bearishness here on the MACD. Also on the weekly time frames, you can see bearishness on the MACD, and then on the monthly time frame, you can see that the MACD is starting to curl to the downside, and we are in a macro bear flag, which we've talked about for almost a year on this channel. Okay, because these are all weekly candles. We've talked about this for almost half a year, 8 months. About this macro bear flag that we're looking at right here. So you guys can see that we are confirming that as resistance. We did break below it, confirm as resistance not once, or we confirmed it as resistance once, bounced off. We might get one more push to the upside, confirming it as resistance. But guys, most likely we're going to break to the downside in this bear flag and see continued downside for the Nasdaq, which is going to push SQQQ up. This is going to form a massive head and shoulders on the Nasdaq. And again, this would push SQQQ up. It would make a lot of sense to form that head and shoulders because SQQQ moves inverse of Nasdaq. And if you zoom out on SQQQ, you can actually see that it is forming a massive inverse head and shoulders. You can see that your shoulder's here, your head here, and your shoulder is here. So again, it would make sense for the Nasdaq to be forming a head and shoulders. And again, this inverse head and shoulders would push SQQQ all the way up to 2030 and possibly even much higher. Again, especially if we see a big move down like this on Nasdaq and we really start to see panic and get to a lower low. Okay, you see this $10,000 mark? If this breaks, oh guys, it's gonna be crazy for SQQQ holders if this thing breaks this level here. So this is extremely exciting for me at this point, guys. I've been holding for such a long time. I cannot wait for this thing to play out, guys, and we finally have confirmation. This is looking good for the crash. The crash is set, and we are set to make bank off of it. And I will be calling out the bottom. I will be buying, or I will be making money on the way down. I will be selling at the bottom, taking my profits, buying everything at the bottom, and then riding it right back up with an already fat bag of profits, turning it into an even fatter bag of profits, moving like smart money. And again, the way that you do this is doing the opposite of the herd, because 90% of the people lose money in the market. They don't know what they're talking about. So the way to do this is focus on only the charts, the facts, the data, and leave all emotion at the door. But guys, this is pretty much everything I'm looking at for the overall market. Let's go ahead and check out, of course, the US dollar. US dollar is slightly pushing up. It did have a pullback today. Okay, so there was a big red day down today. We have a little bit of pop to the upside, but basically it's in this kind of bull. This is a bullish pennant right here. This is a falling wedge. I do apologize to say falling wedge. So I do think we're going to see a pop to the upside on this falling wedge. Once the dollar consolidates, and then once the dollar consolidates on this falling wedge, we'll see a pop to the upside. You can see that the 4-hour MACD is almost bottoming out. You can see a little bit more downside for the dollar, but basically what I see with the MACD and the RSI, it would be perfect for the RSI to cool down, the MACD to finish bottoming out, then it would start to flip green and the dollar to get a push up. I'll show you what that would look like. Basically, you would see something like this for the dollar, tracking with inside of the wedge. We're testing the wedge before seeing a bigger move to the upside, and then again putting more pressure on the market. Again, when the dollar goes up, the market goes down. We can also see that the VIX is increasing as well. It did have a slight bit of pullback from the $20 top that we can see, but it is finding a base here at that $18 level. And again, this is an elevated VIX. It was way down at 12. This means volatility is going to be up in the market. Again, when the VIX is elevated, when the VIX is up, that means it's going to be bearish for the market. You guys can see that Bitcoin did see a bit of a pullback. I made this prediction a few streams back, so it's been tracking ever since then. But guys, you can see that it is starting to decouple as Bitcoin started to pull back down to that 27,400 level. I predicted Bitcoin to go back up to that $28,000 level. So we will go ahead and see if Bitcoin does maintain at this level. I do think it will, based off the technicals that I'm seeing. I think Bitcoin is showing and starting to prove that it's going to decouple from the market. I think Bitcoin is going to see a major bull run in 2024. And why do I think this? The charts, the facts, and the data. Of course, there is the Bitcoin halving, and then of course we do have technicals like the breakout of this falling wedge. We have the cycles and psychology theory. So of course we have that I do think Bitcoin is in the state of the disbelief rally. And then of course we do have technicals such as on the monthly MACD. We can see that the monthly MACD is flipped to green on Bitcoin, and we can see that we do have a buy signals here on the super trend on the weekly time frame, which also correlates with massive rallies on Bitcoin. So again, Bitcoin holding out very, very well. I am accumulating the same way I'm accumulating SQQQ. I'm accumulating this in a trading range. I'm trying to accumulate under 28,000, but anything under 31,000 is okay in my book. Anything under this orange line's at 31,800, so anything under that, but I try to accumulate under 28,000 in my personal opinion. SQQQ, I have been accumulating around the range of $20 and $17, basically accumulating this range here. And again, this is a perfect trade. This is the trades you want to see. This is the types of setups that you want to see. A perfect setup with a perfect technical setup. We have the inverse head and shoulders. We have our accumulation range. We have our sell targets, but this is on the macro time frame, guys. These types of trades do not come along all the time, so this is perfect. Again, when I look for trades, the trades that I post in the Discord, the setups that I post in Discord, the cups and handles, the inverse head and shoulders, the bull flags, I give you guys breakout targets. We get breakout targets, and we get the technical pattern, which is our accumulation range. This is the same thing, but on the macro time frame. You guys can see that you have your inverse head and shoulder. This is my accumulation range. These are my sell targets here on the gap fills, which gaps do get filled. The technicals are perfect for this. Not only do you have the breakout targets for the inverse head and shoulders, but you have technicals with gap fills for your sell targets. You cannot get a better trade than that. And again, in Bitcoin, I am accumulating in this range, and I will be selling when it does move to higher highs. I do think a Bitcoin bull run is coming in 2024. Now, let's go ahead and hop into the meme stocks. Hold on, let me go ahead and take a sip here. We'll be hopping into the meme stocks. Okay, so data sets, guys. Data sets. This is for Ortex. AMC short interest is increasing based off Ortex metrics. It's at 12.14%. Utilization's at 62.42%. Cost to borrow is at 2.45. So 2.45% on cost to borrow. Shares on loan, 32.17 million. So that is increasing. We're seeing short interest increasing, shares on loans increasing. Days to cover is 2.12. Let's go ahead and show you what GameStop is saying based off Ortex. GameStop is sitting at 21.47% short interest. Utilization's at 88.41%. Cost to borrow is at 3.23%. Shares on loan is 75.46 million. Days to cover 25.42. And again, I repeat, these are impressive stats for a possible short squeeze. Now, GameStop, short interest for Fintel is 11.20 on AMC. Short interest for Fintel is 20.20 on GameStop. Shares available to borrow is at 1.6 million for AMC. Shares available to borrow for GameStop is at 1.8 million. So that's what we're looking at for AMC and GameStop. AMC FTDs are picking up. They are not going away. So Why it's off the threshold security list, you can never guess. I mean, it's just the crazy manipulation as always. But guys, you can see there has been an uptick even in September of FTDs, and just recently in August, a huge spike of 50 million FTDs. And if you go ahead and look back before we had that major run, we also had a similar spike. We had a major buildup, then a massive spike. Look what just happened recently. We had a major buildup and then a massive spike. So just saying, guys, put 2 and 2 together. Also, GameStop and AMC coincidentally have been pushed down. Now, guys, I know this might not make sense to everybody, but for a short squeeze to pop off, you want to see the stocks get pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. Again, I often show Volkswagen, even though people do not like Volkswagen as a comparison because they say it's not AMC. It doesn't matter. It's a short squeeze. A short squeeze is a short squeeze. If you look at multiple short squeezes, you will see that they normally have a massive dip before a big pump. Not just Volkswagen, but multiple short squeezes see a massive dip before the pump, and we're happening to see this on AMC and GameStop. I do think GameStop is in a Wyckoff accumulation. Right here is where I think the Wyckoff accumulation starts. I think that this is the spring. Springs on Wyckoff accumulation normally are a lower low. So springs on a Wyckoff accumulation normally hits a lower bottom, which GameStop just hit a lower bottom. You guys can see that your spring is right here, and this is what I think is actually happening to GameStop having a spring right here. You can see that RSI on the weekly time frame is at 32. That means it's a good buy in my personal opinion. Anytime you see RSI this low, you want to be buying. And also RSI underneath 30 is a sign of a potential short squeeze, and at the very least it's a sign of a potential rally. Okay, anytime you see a stock with RSI under 30 on the daily time frame, there's a good chance that that stock's going to have some type of rally. Now, if that stock has a lot of short interest, high cost to borrow, things like that, then there's a potential for that stock to have a short squeeze. Now, if you go ahead and look at what's going on for GameStop, you can see that RSI is at 29.60%. You guys can see that it is resting right here on that yellow sloping resistance that it did get a pop up. I do think it is forming a bottom off of that 1450 level. I do think that it is going to make a recovery. You guys can see that there are multiple gap fills to the upside on the micro time frame, which is the smaller time frame, and on the macro time frame, which is the larger time frame. You can see that the 4-hour MACD is green. There's multiple things saying that this thing is bullish. I cannot underestimate, guys, and understate how much of a buy GameStop is right now. Okay, not financial advice. GameStop is a absolute buy right now. This is a premium stock to buy right now at a premium price. Again, you want to get your mind programmed in the way of a trader and the way of an investor. You want to be buying low and selling high. So how do you do that? You must be taking the risk of buying when people are fearful, buying when RSI is low, buying when you feel the fear, the anger, the depression, all of these emotions, the depression, the anger, the capitulation, the panic, the denial, the anxiety, all of those things is when you need to be buying. Really, the anger and the depression. Buy fear, okay? Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. Do the opposite of the herd, because doing the opposite of the herd will make you a lot of money in your career as an investor and trader. And right now, people are fearful of GameStop. They do not want to buy it. They don't want to touch it. And it's so weird, people, how they act with stocks. If they see a coat that is $100 and it's off 50%, it's off 90%, they're going to want to buy that coat. But with stocks, they don't see it the same way. This is a discount right now, and GameStop is looking like a premium buy in my personal opinion. That is what I'm looking at for GameStop. Where I think we could be headed, I'll go ahead and give you guys a prediction here on the smaller time frames of what I think we could be seeing for GameStop. Basically, we have this pennant type formation here. So GameStop is forming this rounded shape bottom. I do think GameStop is forming a bottom. This is not a bear flag because it is rounded. You guys can see how it's rounded right here. Now, I do think we could see basically for a GameStop a slight push to the upside, maybe a day of consolidation. So tomorrow will be a day of consolidation. So I pretty much think that GameStop will pretty much consolidate. Okay, so I don't really think GameStop's going to do too much unless we break above, and I'll give you the level to look for, $15. Okay, so that's going to be the level to look for. If we can break above $15 using that as support, then you could see something from GameStop. So say we break out of this pennant, we hold $15 as support, then we could start heading towards these gap fills. We do have gap fills here at $15. We have gap fills at $18. So we have multiple gap fills on GameStop. And then on the macro time frame, you guys already know, gap fill at $37, gap fill at $39, and gap fill at $70. All of these turquoise lines with the double bars are gap fills. Those are all gap fills. Gaps get filled 99.9% of the time. All right, so let's go ahead and look at AMC. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have for GameStop. Again, macro falling wedge. You guys already know that. You already know about the triple bottom, Wyckoff accumulation. Basically, I went over the macro already, guys. You already know. This is a premium buy right here. This is a premium buy in my personal opinion, and this is looking really good. Once we get some decent buy signals, such as maybe a bullish cross or maybe some type of super trend buy signals like a bullish cross on the EMAs, then that would be more of a signal for a rally. But right now, I think it's going to basically be consolidating, trying to find a bottom, and then getting a move back to the upside. If we do see a move above $15 using that support, you could see a nice push up. And support for GameStop is at $14.50. So you want to see GameStop hold $14.50. If you see it get above 15, you could see a nice move up towards that $16 level. Now, let's go ahead and go into AMC, because we got a lot going on for AMC. Okay, we got a lot going on for AMC. So AMC did something surprising. So basically, we had this big push up, right? Yesterday we had this big push up. It held. Okay, it held. They did what I said it would, and they dumped a bunch of shares in the morning, trying to push it down. They didn't really use any throughout the day, so I feel like they're trying to save it up for a big attack. Right now, AMC is holding above this sloping resistance marked here in yellow. We are in this bullish channel. This is a parallel channel. You guys can see it right here. Let's go ahead and go into Trading View too. I want to go ahead and mark this channel in Trading View so we do have it, because Trading View has a clone feature. So let's go ahead and go down to the 5-minute and mark this bullish channel using the clone feature. So we want to go ahead and okay, perfect. So we do have this bullish channel. Let's go to the 30. So we do have this bullish channel, and we have the breakout of the pennant, guys. You guys can see both on Webull and Trading View. Right here is the pennant. You guys can see we broke out, we came back down, and we retested it. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you guys know what that means. Okay, you guys know what that means. If we see a breakout and a retest, you guys know what that means. That means something's about to pop off. That means that's confirmation. You guys know what that means. Breakout and retest. This is exactly what I said we were looking for, guys, in my last update, in my last stream. This is exactly what we want to see. If we can maintain above, and again, these levels are going to descend because this is a descending sloping resistance, but if we can maintain above this sloping resistance at about, we'll say $8, $8.08, we're going to be seeing that move to the upside. It's going to be a nice move to the upside. It's probably going to be pretty explosive, and it's probably going to be to at least the first gap fill here at $9 to $11. We also have a decent gamma ramp, guys. So again, they're going to be wanting to fight this thing, but there's going to get to a point when the market starts crashing, okay? When the market starts crashing, they're not going to be able to fight it no more because there's going to be too much going on, okay? So when the market starts crashing, they're not going to, they're not even going to be able to post enough collateral because their whole entire portfolio is going devaluing. Plus, there's going to be margin calls. The collateral that they post with Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, these stocks that they use are going to be losing value. So they're going to have to post more and more and more collateral to get the same amount of shorts. They're not going to be able to do it. That's why the market crash is going to be significant for AMC. And we can already see the effects of AMC, guys. You have noticed on my stream several times, when SPY starts to go down, AMC starts to pump. When SPY starts to recover, AMC starts to pull back a little bit. We've already seen this several times on my stream. So it's becoming more and more apparent that the market is getting closer and closer to crashing, and we're getting closer and closer to see a breakout. Again, if we break above the key levels of $8.45 using that as support, you're going to see a definite move to the gap fills at $9 and $11. And again, we do have a decent gamma ramp. If we can get above $9 and hold $9, we are definitely going to shoot straight to like $10 or $11. Okay, so you can see that the gamma ramp at $9 is 32,000. Total 57,000. So again, if we can get to $9, we're going straight to 10. Okay, so things could get crazy quick. Again, we have a good setup, guys. Not only do we have a breakout of the pennant, but we have a decent gamma ramp. So this is a decent setup for AMC. This is not something to be underestimated. Again, you don't want to get too excited because they always want to try to manipulate things. You never know when it's going to take off. It's just going to happen one day. Just like when we were watching today and all of a sudden AMC started taking off, it's going to be like that, guys. It's just going to start taking off. So you're either going to be in the stock or you're not going to be in the stock. What I'm doing personally, I'm making trades using AMC. I'm making trades using SQQQ. I'm making trades using SPY. I'm making trades using Bitcoin. I'm making trades to make gains so I can buy this position to hold. Basically, I'm trading a separate account and then have another account that I can just buy and hold. Buy and hold, buy and hold. So I'm trading in one account, making gains, using those gains, rolling them into my swing trades, rolling them into my trades like SQQQ, like Bitcoin, like GameStop, like AMC, these trades that I'm talking about. And again, AMC is a trade that I'm playing just like Bitcoin and SQQQ. This is my accumulation range right here. This is your pennant. This is your breakout. And our targets are the gap fills. I'm playing this just like I am those other macro trades. Again, this is my accumulation range. These are going to be my breakout points to my breakout targets. And again, gaps get filled. You couldn't ask for a better setup. Me personally, I think buying down here is going to be greatly rewarded. And I have a new position down here, and I do think it is going to make a lot of profit. As you guys can see, taking off from this point here, just the first gap alone is 59% profit. The second gap, and then the $40 gap fill is a 400% profit. So that's what I'm looking at for AMC. Again, key levels that we're going to be looking for tomorrow is holding $8, $8.08. Drill these numbers in your head. $8 and $8.08. Those are our support levels that we want to hold, okay? We also want to get above $8.45. That's our resistance level that we want to get above to break out. We do have a gap fill, guys. Unfortunately, we do have a gap fill down here at $7.80. Now, again, gaps get filled 99.9% of the time, so the gap will get filled. But I want to point something out. Last time that AMC had a major rally, the gap didn't get filled until way later. When we first had our MOA squeeze, there was a major gap fill down here that didn't get filled till just recently. So remember, all the traders were talking about the gap fills that were left down here that didn't get filled till just recently. Something like that could happen. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that could happen. Me personally, at this point, I'm waiting till the market crashes until I get excited. And I'm also waiting till AMC does certain things. That way I don't get built up and get my hopes up for the squeeze and then get let down. I'm waiting for AMC to do certain things. I'm looking for certain technicals. I'm looking for a certain technical setup. I'm looking for a certain breakout. And right now we do have something to be pretty excited about. A 500% run. We have this bullish pennant, possibly retesting it right now as support. And then that could break us out to 845. If we break above that and use that as support, filling these gap fills, That is a good setup right now. So me personally, these are the types of things I'm looking at. That way I don't get my hopes up and get let down, because AMC is a long game. So you want to be able to buy and hold and not get your hopes up and mess up your mental, because they're going to be trying to do everything they can to make you sell this thing. But me personally, off of what I know, as long as the short interest does not go below like 8 to 10%, and really the short interest that is on paper, I really don't even think is the real short interest. They might even be doing this to be a manipulation tactic, just like they took it off of the threshold security list to get the eyes off of AMC. But again, as long as the short interest is not dried up, the play is not dead. If there's no shorts, there's no short squeeze, obviously. As long as there is short interest FTDs, then there is a potential for a massive rally. And not only that, AMC, at the worst case, at the very, very, very worst case, this stock is fundamentally undervalued. First of all, we have Beyonce, Taylor Swift. We're selling out these concerts. It's going to keep happening. The popcorn that we have been selling, and we're sitting on a massive pile of cash. So is GameStop. So both of those stocks are massively undervalued, okay? Massively undervalued. So even if you wanted to play it like a safe trade, like a boomer or whatever, it's a fundamental trade. You could say it's fundamentally undervalued. You don't even have to play it as a short squeeze play. But both AMC and GME are set up for decent rallies, okay? So AMC has the gap fills, 500% run. And if it gets above this level, who's to say that once it gets up to this $40 level, it doesn't keep going? Who's to say that? There's a very, very good possibility that if it does get to that $40 level, that it will keep going because of the momentum it's going to have. It could go absolutely insane. And then GameStop, let's go ahead and see what percentages it would be for GameStop to fill the gap fills at $40 and $70. So let's go to GameStop. So if GameStop filled the gap from way down here to $40 to $70, oops. So it would be a 180% gain at $40. And a 470% gain at $70. And GameStop is really in a falling wedge, which is a higher high, a bullish continuation, which is over 1,000% gain. So you guys can do what you want. You can believe what you want. There's a guarantee that the gaps are gonna get filled. At least one of those gap fills. Gaps get filled 99.9% of the time. There's two of them up there. Just do the odds on that. That means there's a guarantee that one of them are going to get filled. There's one at 30. There's one at 70. And if the falling wedge plays out, that's just 1,000% gain. So this is absolute madness, guys. So you could do what you want. You could believe what you want. And also, GameStop also is the one that has incredible short interest right now. Crazy short interest. That's why they're trying to push it down so bad. It has crazy short interest. It has crazy cost to borrow. It has crazy days or not cost to borrow, but crazy days to cover. So again, GameStop could go absolutely crazy. I think AMC has a lot of hidden short interest right now, a lot of naked short interest, or naked shorting and hidden FTDs, hidden inside the put option chain. That's one way that they do it. They can also hide short interest in the put. Let's check the put to call ratio. Let's find out. If there's a lot of puts, short interest can be hidden that way. So like if we have like a crazy, oh wow, no, let me see. I think, well, this is actually, I think this is the highest we. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this is actually a bullish. That's what I thought. This is actually bullish. There's more calls. We got a bullish put the call. There's more calls. See, before it was crazy. Yo, that's awesome. Everyone's going long. I think the hedge fund's kind of repositioned, but that's a little bit of more speculation, so I don't want to get into that. If you guys don't mind, press the like button. If you guys don't mind, press that like button. Press that like button if you don't mind. You like the look of the Discord? That's awesome. I'm glad you like it. So I believe that could be like a little bit of what up, dog? What's poppin'? Make sure you guys press that like button. The Discord looks a lot better. It's a lot easier to use now. Dollar just pushed up. You guys see that? Check it out. Just found a bottom and pushed up off of that 106.32. Let me give you guys a prediction for AMC before we go anywhere. Is that gap filled? What's MACD? And 10-minute MACD. 15. Okay, so we're going to see a little bit of bearishness. We're right there at 8:45, guys. We're right there. Tomorrow could be really exciting. So get ready. Make sure you guys are here. I'll be on at 9:15, guys. I'll be on at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be ready, guys, because tomorrow, look how many intersections we have. We have not only the horizontal line of $8.45, but we have the sloping resistance. So tomorrow could get crazy quick, y'all. Be ready. If we get over $9 tomorrow, we'll fucking rally, dude. It's going to be a battle. It's Friday. So Friday, they're going to want to push it towards max pain. Remember that, guys. Max pain is $8. So they're going to want to try to push it down. But it's bullish. We have a lot of bullish momentum. Check it out. AMC max pain. We have bullish put the call ratio. We have gamma because we're at $8. And we have bullish technicals. So we have multiple things showing that we have bullishness. But they're going to want to try to get us towards that $8 level. Tomorrow is going to be a good day for day trading, I feel like, yes. I feel like it's going to be a good day for trading tomorrow. Someone bought crazy here. Someone was buying crazy. OBV spiking up. Yo, look at the weekly. Guys, check out the weekly OBV. You guys seeing that? Look at the bottom of your screen. The weekly OBV, guys. Check it out. Yeah, so I would definitely keep an eye on that, guys. Look how crazy that is. It's almost at all-time highs. It is at all-time highs. Or damn near at it. It's almost there. You guys see it at the bottom of your screen? OBV is almost at all-time highs. I think they went long, dude. I'm telling you guys. I think they went long. This thing's about to do something, dude. I'm telling you, bro. It had to dump like this. Look at the weekly MACD starting to curl up. We're about to get a bullish flip on the weekly MACD. RSI's at 28 on the weekly. You know institutions are buying down here. This is where institutions buy. This is where they buy. They buy the bottoms. That's what smart money does. Whales buy down here. Smart money buys down here. Retail sells down here. Retail sells down here. Smart money and whales and institutions buy down here. This is the place to buy. This is the place to buy. Also, SQQQ, same thing. This is the place to buy. Bitcoin, same thing. Bitcoin, same thing. But right now, the market, Apple, all that shit near the top, all this shit near the top, this is when you sell. Selling. Selling. This one isn't as bad, but it's still crazy. So selling, like, it's all near the top. Fuck that shit. If you guys don't mind, press that like button, guys. Press that like button. And if you're not subscribed and you're seeing this, go ahead and press subscribe. If you're not subscribed and you're seeing this, go ahead and press subscribe. Let's see if there's any tweets from Adam Aaron. Nah, nothing new. Just the Beyonce stuff. Yeah, guys, we have a decent setup. OBV's sick, too, man. OBV's dope. That's good. Thanks for pointing that out, Whimsy. I feel like tomorrow will be a good day for day trading. I was about to look something up, now I forget. Damn it. Oh, yeah. I'll do that after. But this is pretty much it, guys. This is pretty much everything I have. Do you guys have any questions or anything like that? Oops. Cool. I was trying to figure out how to pay to join the Discord. Oh man, yeah. All you have to do to join the Discord is email me, DataZeroOfficial5, DataZeroOfficial5. The email's linked in the description, and you pay via PayPal or Cash App. So you pay via PayPal or Cash App. Email me or hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. All of this information is linked down below. Pay via PayPal or Cash App. Once you email me, I'm gonna send you the payment information. Once you make payment, I'll send you the link and you'll be able to get in the Discord. And the Discord now has a better layout, so it's much better. And I'm going to start posting brand new plays. Yeah, they can do as they can try that. They're only going to be able to hold it down for so long though, bro. Once the market crashes, it's a wrap. They're only going to be able to hold it down for so long. OBV is a bullish or bearish indicator. It uses volume and momentum. It's a momentum indicator. On balance volume is as a technical indicator. Momentum using volume changes to make price predictions. OBV shows crowd sentiment, which is important. It can predict a bullish or bearish outcome. This is the important part. OBV shows crowd sentiment, and it can predict a bullish or bearish outcome. And if you look at a stock, so this has bullish divergence in the OBV. The OBV is up, but the stock is down. That means people have been doing nothing but buying. This is the craziest bullish divergence I ever seen in a stock. You can see that momentum is up, but the stock is down. This is bullish divergence. When this plays out, it's going to be crazy. And we can also see that the Bollinger Bands are stupid right now. Check out the Bollinger Bands on the daily time frame. This is letting us know that volatility is coming. And it's going to be crazy. Look at the Bollinger Bands. It's going to be stupid. The Bollinger Bands are letting us know volatility is coming. The OBV is saying we're about the OBV has bullish divergence. The OBV's popping up because people are buying. Lots of people put in large buy orders. There was a lot of large buy orders down here. I'm telling you, big whales bought. It's about to be a markup. And all the people that were selling, they were selling to whales. All the people that sold and panic sold, they were selling the whales. Whales bought that right up. Especially once it was after the split. Once the split was done, oh yeah, they bought that right up. Once the split was done, that's a wrap. GameStop does not, but have tight. It does have OBV though. You see the OBV divergence on GameStop? But the bands aren't tight. But GameStop has all that short interest. GameStop has all those days to cover. So they both have different stuff right now. They both have gap fills to the upside, but GameStop has more short interest, which means more short. It also has a lower float, which means it could go crazy. But AMC has what? The Bollinger Bands are tight right now. Like, there's just different stuff to both of them. Yeah, GME doesn't have a bad CEO too. Ryan Cohen just took over for GameStop. Ryan Cohen just took over for GameStop. Right now, GameStop got rejected by this trend line, and that's why it got pushed down so hard. But once it gets back above this sloping resistance, it's going to fly. But you guys can see it got rejected from this turquoise trend line, which means it got rejected. So once it gets back above that, it's going to fly. On GameStop, let's go ahead and mark the wedge. Once GameStop gets above that sloping resistance, then it's popping. I think we have a good chance at breaking it. I really do. I think we do have a chance at breaking 9. Look at the pop we had in after hours. Yeah, so I definitely think we got a chance, for sure. I definitely think we got a chance, for sure. Yeah, man, we got a decent pop in after hours. So I definitely think we got a chance for breaking that $9 mark for sure. Definitely think we got a chance, man. And I'm hoping that the market goes crazy and starts dumping, because if SQQQ starts running and AMC starts running, that's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. I don't know about y'all, but that's going to be a beautiful day to me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a beautiful day when they start running together, baby. You already know what it is. You dig? It's going to be popping. It's going to be fun. We going to get this money. It's going to be popping. It's going to be fun. We going to get this money. SPY right now just looks like it's coiled up for a move, but it's probably going to be to the downside. You can already see that the MACD is starting to curl. There's major resistance here. This thing's about to go just drop tomorrow. I can't wait, because if SPY just tanks tomorrow, guys. Yes, dude, we're close, man. We're close, guys. We're fucking close, man. We're close, y'all. If SPY tanks tomorrow, man, if we just get this rejection, it's going to be beautiful, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, here's my prediction for AMC. It's the white dotted line. My prediction for AMC. Guys, but I want you to know that if AMC can break above 845, we're going to rock it. So just keep that in mind. If we can get above $8.45 and use that as support, that's when you could see a decent move. So if we get above 845 and use it as support, you could see a decent move up. I'm thinking it's going to happen, but not till like either in the morning. I'm thinking we could actually do something like this. Let me unlock this. That's what I'm thinking. So we're going to leave it like that. So here's my prediction for Amy. I'm going to do it just till 12 o'clock though. Hold on. So there's Amy. Here's GameStop. Here's SPY. These are my predictions, guys. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow. Make sure you guys are here 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when I will be going live. Thank you guys for being a member. Thank you, Paul, for being a member. Shout out, Paul. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. This was your daily update and prediction. If you want to help out, all you have to do is press like, press subscribe. And if you want to help out, you can also share this video. Go ahead and press the share button. Share it on your social media. Share it on Twitter, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Go ahead and share it if you want to help out. Thank you for all for becoming a member. To become a member, you press the join button next to the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. That helps out. That's how I'm able to get things like these upgraded equipment. Also, super chats help out as well. But if you don't want to do that and want to support me for absolutely free, all you have to do is press like, leave a comment, and press subscribe. That is the best way to do it and help the video spread, which helps me out greatly, and it helps more people find the channel so they can get helped out as well. But this is pretty much everything I have for you guys. If you want to join the Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite. Hit me up on my email. Email is DataZeroOfficial5, DataZeroOfficial5. This information is linked in the description of this video. Go ahead and hit me up and ask me about the Discord on the email, Instagram, or Twitter. Just hit me up, say, hey, I want to join the Discord. What I'll do is send you a little bit of information about the Discord. What the Discord consists of, I give buy and sell signals. I also post technical analysis and news, which keeps you ahead in the market and gives you an edge in the market. I post all of the winners. I've been posting a lot of the winners on Facebook and on Twitter. Here are some of the winners that we have just from recently. But again, we have lots and lots of winners every single day from the Discord because of the buy and sell signals that I post. And again, it pays for itself. You guys can see that this person won $250. And again, people get in and the very next day they make their money back. So if you want to get involved, all you have to do is hit me up. This person made their money back the next day. Right here, they made 142%. They made 142%, and you guys can see, and this person got in the Discord and made their money back the next day. So again, hit me up at DataZeroOfficial5, DataZeroOfficial5, and as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.